Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Knicks enter a new domain where the regular season fades away and the immediate challenge comes into focus as they try to take the upper hand against the Pistons. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup. For Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson into the 3 slot. And for New York, we've got Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Off target from outside. And the Pistons with possession. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Latrey. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges left side. The shot's good from Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Anunoby against Thompson. Pass to Duren. Now here's Cunningham. Goes back up. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now Hart. On the wing, Anunoby. For 3, Bridges. Duren pulls it in. Here's Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Here's Cunningham. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
And they take the lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Hardaway. Cunningham left side. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Hart. And the layup falls. Hart's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Pistons. Duren finds Beasley. Cunningham on the wing. Brunson covering. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
There's the pick. Bridges misses.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Durham. Scoreless thus far. Hardaway, no good. Brunson outside. Here's Bridges. To get open is Robinson. Bridges misses.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Here's Cunningham. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. From the arc. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And great reach and determination from the big fella. This is why Towns gets so many blocks.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hart. Towns with it. Robinson a screen on Harris. Towns dishes to Robinson. Pocket 2. Shot to stop the run. And the Knicks miss again. Cunningham with it. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Knicks trail by 4. Here's McBride. Out to Bridges. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Knicks.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
On the wing, Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. No good on the 3.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And here's Beasley. Still without a basket. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. The shot from the low post is good.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go!
St. Towns checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Cameron Payne. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Thompson. Harris passes to Schroeder. Now here's Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham outside. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges misses.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Schroeder kicks to Cunningham. The 3, Harris. Detroit, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 4. Here's McBride. He has yet to score. Anunoby passes to Towns. It's hauled in by Harris. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
Here's McBride. Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Schroeder. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's Robinson to the left wing. 3-pointer, and McBride gets it to go. McBride's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham's shot is off. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to McBride. Towns with it. Bridges outside. Robinson passes to Anunoby. No good. That would have tied it. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Towns, wide open. Kept alive. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. And the dunk by Stewart.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now McBride. Bridges finds Anunoby. 7-foot shot. A shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons ahead. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Coach Tibbs. You're hanging in there. What's the key to get control of this game?
We got to get some stops. That's the big thing. We fell behind to start the game, starting to work our way back. And we got to keep it going, but we got to get stops so we get out and run.
Never a surprise that defense is first in Coach's mind. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Detroit Pistons.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. And the Pistons with possession here. 3-point lead. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now, here's Anunoby. Still yet to score. To the inside. Here's Brunson. The shot, no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Here's Hardaway. Duren down low. Towns on him. Hardaway finds Thompson. And here's Harris from the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Left side, Towns. Pass to Hart for the tie. Drills it from outside. Hart's got it all tied up now for New York.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Duren finds Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Anunoby. They get it back. For the lead. Brunson, no good.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Here's Harris. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And oftentimes it's Harris spotting up. That drive may have caught the defense napping, and I really like the aggression.
The first one falls. And Harris drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Brunson. Rebound, Detroit. Hardaway has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Back to Brunson. The shot misses. Cunningham with some nice D.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Duran. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Second chance effort. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And then for Detroit, Malik Beasley comes in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
New York trailing. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Towns. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Out to Brunson. Shoots over Schroeder, and there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Bridges. Bridges got 3 assists tonight. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Schroeder outside. Driving to the basket. And the layup is good. And the Pistons lead by 2. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Schroeder against Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. Schroeder with the ball. To the middle. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Bridges outside. Brunson scanning the floor. The 11-footer. Duran pulls it in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
A different look for New York. Achua, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a switcher also for Detroit. Fontecchio's checked in. Now here's Schroeder. Rebounded by New York. Over in the corner, McBride. Pass to Achua. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You got to make hustle plays. Be first to the floor. Rebound the ball and run. Rebound the ball and run. Let's get to the line. Cut hard so we get fouled on our cut.
Greg, you know he's always going to demand aggressiveness.
Yeah, but you get why, though. The little hustle plays make a big difference in these close games.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. They've got Holland. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Klintman in at the 4. No good from Beasley.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anunoby uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
Beasley for 3. Good on the triple. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
McBride finds Anunoby. Towns is double. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McBride. Holland with the rebound. Pistons leading by 3. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Pass to Klintman. Back to Schroeder. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Beasley on the wing. Three-pointer gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 6-point Detroit lead.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancers.
For the Knicks, Harden's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks, David. Anunoby finds Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
And Duran slams it in.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
Knicks trail by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. On deep, Brunson. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Outside Hardaway. And here is Duran. Pass to Thompson. Elbow shot. Shoots over Anunoby. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 5. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now here's Brunson. Here's the teardrop. The shot comes out. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons leading by 7. To the paint. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Good D by Anunoby. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Brunson. And it's blocked.
Well, Duran making his physical presence known.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Duran. Down low, here's Harris. It's rebounded by New York. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the triple. New York missing again.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Detroit, no good that time either. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Hart, no good. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Detroit with the W. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.